Hi, I'm Jill from the Science Demonstration Theaters team at Carnegie Science Center. I'm in our body stage, sponsored by Allegheny Health Network, and today we're going to be exploring a pretty basic food you can get at any grocery store. As a matter of fact, you might even eat it every day. We're going to be making yogurt. Yogurt is a pretty popular snack, but you might not realize there's actually a lot of chemistry contained in the stuff of froyo and smoothies. As a matter of fact, you might actually have everything you need to make your own yogurt at home. We'd like to thank our friends at Growing Great and Del Monte Foods for sponsoring this cool kitchen experiment. So let us grow together and start cooking. The secret ingredient for yogurt is science. And also bacteria. That's right, when you're eating products like yogurt or cheese, you are eating a dairy product that is overrun with busy little microbes. But don't let that gross you out. Not all bacteria are bad. Some kinds of bacteria are good, and in fact, it's bacteria that give yogurt its thick custard-like consistency. Some kinds of bacteria can be good for digestive health as well. The recipe we're going to be using today calls for 42 ounces, which is about 5 cups of whole milk, although you could use 2% milk as well. Milk is great for building strong bones and teeth. We're going to be using a double boiler. Now, a double boiler is one pot on top of another. The bottom pot has water in it. That pot is going to heat up, and that water is going to start to boil. And as that water boils, it's going to create a really even heat in our pan to slowly and gently heat up our milk. Now, if you don't have a double boiler at home, you can use a regular saucepan. You just might want to spray it with cooking spray and make sure you heat your milk up slowly. So now we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and then we're going to add about half a cup of honey. Now, just to be clear, these ingredients are just for flavoring. You don't have to add them if you want unsweetened yogurt. This is where we want to be precise. We want to scald the milk. That means to bring it just under a boil or a little below 200 degrees Fahrenheit. This is for 2 reasons. One is to help kill off any bacteria we don't want in our yogurt, although milk bought from a store has already been through a similar process called pasteurization, so we don't really have to worry about this as much. But the heating also changes the proteins found in milk, which help make the yogurt thicker. So once our milk reaches the right temperature, we are going to pour it into another bowl through a strainer. Now, this is just to get rid of the skin that sometimes forms on our milk after we scald it. Now we need to let our milk cool down a little bit. Like all living things, bacteria need to be the right temperature to survive and thrive. So our milk needs to be between 95 and 110 degrees in order for our bacteria to turn our milk into yogurt. Now, one question you might have is, where is this good bacteria going to come from? Well, the 2 main strains of bacteria used in American yogurt are Lactobacillus bulgaricus and Streptococcus thermophilus. You can buy special yogurt starter, or you could just use your favorite kind of plain yogurt, since the bacteria you want are already in there. Once our milk has reached the right temperature, what we're going to do is we're going to take 6 ounces of our starter and add 3 or 4 tablespoons of our cooled milk. This is to bring the starter close to the same temperature as the rest of the milk, again keeping that good bacteria happy and alive. Add this blended mixture to the milk and stir until combined. Now we need to let the bacteria do their thing. Which is what exactly? Well, bacteria, like all living things, love to eat. And what goes in must come out. And one of the things that bacteria produces is acid. These acids cause the proteins in the milk to clump together, thickening our yogurt. Now you can see this clumping or curdling in action by doing something like adding vinegar to warm milk. Vinegar is also an acid. We can see how the acid causes the proteins in the milk to clump together. But vinegar and milk don't taste very good, so we'll stick to using bacteria to thicken our yogurt. This process takes a while. The bacteria need to remain at about 100 degrees for at least 6 hours. Now, you could use a commercial yogurt maker like the one we're using here. You can even use your oven at a very low temperature. You're going to want to use oven-safe dishes, and a quick internet search for oven yogurt recipes will show you how to do this with the oven you have at home. Once your yogurt is set, put it in an airtight container and store it in the fridge. Now that the good bacteria have done their job, we'll take away oxygen and heat to help keep the bad bacteria from growing. When you're ready to enjoy your homemade yogurt, you can keep things simple or you can add your favorite toppings. Canned fruits like Del Monte pears and Del Monte peaches are a good source of vitamin C and a great way to enjoy a healthy snack. Thank you for joining us in the Body Stage presented by Allegheny Health Network for this fun kitchen experiment brought to you by our friends at Growing Great and Del Monte Foods. For more fun science videos like this one, subscribe to our YouTube channel and be sure to visit carnegiesciencecenter.org for more fun things to watch, fun things to read, and fun things to do. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you soon at Carnegie Science Center.